Taos and the surrounding Upper Rio Grande bioregion are defined by a deep connection to the land and water. However, across the Southwest, state researchers are warning of a hotter, drier future, marked by shrinking snowpack, declining river flows, and increasing ecological stress. To navigate these pressures, the Taos Community Resilience Initiative, or CRI, acts as a collaborative, place-based effort. It is dedicated to safeguarding the long-term health and well-being of this specific region. The initiative's core function is to provide residents, organizations, and civic leaders with shared access to trusted, well-organized ecological data. By building this shared foundation, the community can make more informed, collaborative decisions together. In a region defined by strict natural constraints, reactive decision-making is dangerous. Protecting a fragile high-desert ecosystem requires proactive, coordinated planning for long-term survival. These planning capabilities are currently being tested by a major proposal, a green hydrogen production facility slated for a legacy industrial site, the former Chevron molybdenum mine in Questa. Supporters view the project as a catalyst for economic revitalization, promising hundreds of jobs. They see it as an innovative way to use the local electric co-op's existing daytime solar power to create hydrogen, providing long-duration energy storage. Skeptics, however, point to the physical requirements of hydrogen electrolysis. They raise serious questions about drawing heavily from a fragile, high-desert aquifer, the potential ecological impacts, and the transparency of governance process. Many other residents sit between these two poles. They feel they do not yet have the objective, unbiased facts required to form a clear opinion. This single infrastructure proposal has exposed a deep community divide, one that highlights how high the stakes are when balancing economic development against ecological limits. Challenges at the intersection of water rights, energy grids, and local economics are inherently complex. They cannot be solved through fractured, emotionally driven debates. Instead, communities often face an information vacuum. Vital data is frequently siloed across state agencies, corporate reports, and local factions, leading to public confusion. The Taos Community Resilience Initiative acts as the structural antidote to this vacuum. It serves as a centralized, trusted support system to gather and organize scattered intelligence. To maintain its role as a neutral platform, the initiative does not take sides. It is strictly a non-advocacy group, taking no position for or against the hydrogen project. The core philosophy is that before a community can agree on a path forward, they must first agree on a shared baseline of facts. The initiative's process begins by gathering raw, trusted data from technical experts, hydrologists, state agencies, and local knowledge holders. Technical projects involve documentation that is difficult to interpret. The initiative converts these dense materials into accessible summaries and visual dashboards housed in a shared public space, ensuring all residents have equal access to source materials and project updates. Once the data is organized, the initiative creates spaces for learning. These community forums allow for respectful dialogue where multiple perspectives are welcomed and disagreements remain grounded in facts. Removing technical jargon and providing a neutral forum changes the community dynamic. It moves the conversation away from polarized conflict and toward informed civic participation. The Questa hydrogen proposal highlights questions that affect the entire Taos bioregion. The Southwest is in the driest multi-decade period in at least 1,200 years. In New Mexico, warming temperatures and a declining snowpack are leading to projected water scarcities that define the region's future. The current hydrogen debate serves as a proxy for a much larger 50-year question about the region's overarching energy and ecological strategy. It forces us to ask, what forms of energy development and infrastructure are actually compatible with the carrying capacity of a water-constrained high desert? The value of this debate is that it forces the community to critically examine its long-term resilience strategy before a crisis dictates the terms. The imperative for long-term resilience planning remains urgent, regardless of the final outcome of the Questa Green Hydrogen project. The Taos Community Resilience Initiative invites residents, local leaders, and land stewards to utilize this platform as a collaborative resource. The goal is not to reduce complex ecological and economic realities into simple for or against narratives. True community resilience requires the capacity to see clearly, think deeply, and engage constructively over decades, rather than focusing on single project cycles. By committing to trusted information and respectful dialogue, the Taos community can shape a future grounded in wisdom, transparency, and enduring care for the bioregion.